It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video is by request from the Facebook page, I believe. It is trivia, facts, trivia, and bloopers from the episode The Loaded Goat. Take a look. Floyd the Barber, played by Howard McNear, is mentioned, and the opening scene takes place in his barber shop, but in real life he suffered a major stroke and wouldn't return until the 4th season. Andy asked Barney if he has a French harp. This is an American term, actually a Southern American term for the harmonica. Bing Russell, the actor who plays Mr. Burton, the blasting foreman, is the father of Hollywood superstar Kurt Russell. This show's copyright is expired and is now a public domain. The song that Barney plays on his harmonica that calms Jimmy the Goat is an instrumental version of Barney's love song of Juanita to his side girl at the diner. Listening to the opening notes of the song, they match the partial lyrics of the love song, Nita, Juanita. Sorry about that. Miss Vickers calls the courthouse every time dynamite goes off at the underpass, afraid that the Yankees are coming down the street. Coincidentally, the exterior town set for Mayberry on the 40-acre backlot was used extensively for the bombing of Atlanta scenes in Gone with the Wind. When Andy takes a rifle down from the rack and hands it to the mayor, who thinks the goat should be shot, the rifle is actually a Daisy Model 1894 lever-action BB gun, a copy of the Winchester Model 94. Stock clearly shows the fake plastic wood grain when the gun is turned. The muzzle is briefly visible, showing a very small bore consistent with the 177 caliber BB. After the decision is made that the goat will not be shot, the rifle is replaced back in the rack. Later, when the mayor passes the rack, the BB gun is not one of the rifles in the rack. When Otis stumbles around a corner outside the courthouse, the background music is a very subtle version of Little Brown Jug. Opie runs into Andy and Barney outside the courthouse on his bike wearing an overcoat. Now, this episode aired in January of '63, which means it was filmed sometime in December or January, when even LA would have been experiencing a cold snap. This is one of the few times in this series we see Otis sober before he becomes drunk. And goats, in fact, will eat almost anything. Some say goats are picky eaters. Not true. Actually, I take care of the grass on a farm, and the goats eat part of the barn, metal barn. It's a metal barn, and they chew and they eat all that. So yes, they will eat anything almost. Now, let's get to a few bloopers. What do you say? Okay. The construction crew's blasting engineer claims the goat could possibly explode if it falls down after eating dynamite. Now, dynamite needs something to set it off, like blasting caps with a lit fuse or an electrical charge. Opie rides his bike on the sidewalk and meets Andy and Barney at the doors of the sheriff's office. In Andy Griffith's show, Opie and the Spoiled Kitty, we find out that riding bicycles on the sidewalk is against the law. When Barney enters the shed with dynamite, he uses his lighter because it's dark. Yet when Jimmy the Goat was in there a few minutes earlier, eating the dynamite, the shed was well lit. When Andy enters a moment after Barney, it's well lit as well. To get himself free, Jimmy the Goat pulls the rope from a part of the bench where it's looped around. It drops down, but the rope is laying on top of the backboard of the next shot and is pulled out as he walks away. When Andy and Barney crouch upon the desk, there's a pencil cup full of pencils in front of Andy. But when he grabs the rope and steps off the desk, the cup has been moved a little to his right, possibly to make it easier for him to get off the desk. And that's all I got for you. Now, this ain't like regular bloopers where I give you a shot and then the next shot. I didn't really have time to do all that and get this in, but I hope you enjoyed this just the same. So don't forget about classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Please go over there and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great Sunday. God bless you, and I'll be praying for you.